I'm Sean Ramsey from Sianspheric.
Loxley Taylor from Sianspheric.
Matthew Durant, Sianspheric.
We started in 1994. We were in a band previously called Glee, and that band dissolved, and the remaining 3 members joined up with another guitarist, Paul Sinclair, became Sianspheric, and since then it's been a roller coaster of people out and in and up and down, and right now we've got Matthew Durant, Loxley Taylor, myself, and Jay Patterson on bass, and yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. Hamilton's sort of the ditch pig cousin of Toronto. Toronto's really where it's at, and so we're really a Toronto band. The other 3 members are Toronto residents, and so I like to think of myself as a Toronto resident vicariously through all the cool happenings that go on there. So,
although our roots are really sort of in Hamilton, because Sonic Onion Records, where we started, even with our first band Glee, was on Sonic Onion Records, and it was a really, when we started, it was a really strong music scene. It was really about bands helping each other out, and they formed a record label. This band Tristan Psionic, who were friends of ours, are playing in a band, and we just all stuck together over the years. And even though we're not all living in Hamilton anymore, it's sort of, I think we fit in more in the scene in Hamilton in a way, and we're sort of not really in with the Toronto music scene so much, I find, but we're working on that, I guess.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Toronto scene's pretty hip.
Yeah.
And not that we're not hip,
but there's definitely a scene there that's going on right now where there's people that are like, you know, they're their own thing, and even though we may have our own thing going on, like just because we're, I guess, from Hamilton or whatever, I don't know.
We always sort of get stuck as being from Hamilton, which is okay. Which is, you know, I mean, that's where the roots lie, and I don't know what else to say about it. It's, you know, it started off being a pretty close-knit scene, and of course things change over the years, and bands come and go and change, and we're probably the only remaining band on the label from its start, I think, at this point.
We are.
I mean, they've signed and let go of a few bands over the years, and you know, Hamilton's been good to us, so yeah.
Got Jay. We could get Jay in here too if we could.
Yeah,
you guys think we could zoom out at all? Are you gonna be able to work it out?
Jay, give the old Jay Patterson
Just
shout
in
out.
there, buddy.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm in Sian. It's awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Do this.
Well, Canada's got sort of small media, I think, too. Like, there's Exclaim magazine, which goes coast to coast, and I think we got a lot of help from them in the start, and it made it easier, I think, to get our name out, get it, you know, advertising and record reviews and everything with them. And it's sort of just it's a small country in a way, you know, and it's you know, it's a lot harder to break in the States. There's just a lot more bands, and it's just huge here, you know. And we don't have a lot of experience in the States. We did a gig once at South by Southwest, which was amazing. It was great, and it did a lot of help for us, I think. And we're trying to get over here a little more now, and it's, you know, it's tough. It's yeah, we're going back to not having sold out shows, you know, and you know, some of our shows, you know, there's 20 people there and stuff. But even still, I think we've done pretty well on this trip. You know, people are buying stuff, buying music every night, even if there's only a few people there at the odd gig, and it's going well, you know.
And that's
got to keep working at it.
that's the thing too. I mean, we haven't necessarily played down here a whole lot. So, I mean, records get sent down here and they get played on college stations, which is awesome. And then, I mean, I honestly think you got to kind of show up and like play a couple shows, you know. And we've really not been so good at doing that. Which, I mean, and it's not that there haven't been reasons for that. Like, I mean, it's not that we've not wanted to. It's just that, you know, whatever didn't work out, and that, you know, that probably factors into the whole reason that it's still kind of new for us to be down here. So,
I suppose another factor too is that Sonic Onion have been promoting us in Canada since 1994, whereas they've only really started kind of trying to do a lot of push for media for college radio. Probably since, I don't know, late 90s. So we've had sort of 5-year leg up in Canada. So that's
and to get a bit of push and not follow up on it doesn't help so much. So we're trying now to really do this more.
Two years ago, 2003, we put out a split with Toshak Highway. It's Adam Franklin from Store Driver's new project, Toshak Highway. So we put out a split EP, sort of a 2 CD thing with 5 songs apiece. That turned out amazing. And since then, we've just, this past week, in 2005, released this DVD CD combo called RGB. And it's, CD's got songs from the past 10 years of Sianspheric, as well as some unreleased and new material, and then the DVD's got all of our videos, some surround sound remixes.
Pretty interesting show that went awry.
Yeah, that's right. Some silly.
Yeah, why don't you explain that one a little bit?
All right, go ahead, Lee. Oh, well, you want me to explain that?
Yeah. All right.
Well, Sianspherics been known to imbibe a little bit in everything and anything. So there was a show back in '96 that's been filmed pretty extensively, and so it's covered in that DVD as well, where
it's in fact it's the worst show ever, and that's how the whole thing opens. We figured you'd start at the bottom and then
exactly that's right,
see where it goes from there. So
yeah, so
it's good for a laugh.
It is good for a laugh.
Nothing else.
So anyway, so that's on there too. So.
Sean had been working pretty diligently on this DVD, and it's going through the past a lot, and it's been harder to work on. Like, we're going through and like remastering older stuff or working and like getting this thing together, and I think maybe we neglected to get a new album going, and I think now we're ready. This is out, it's done, and Sean worked really hard on this DVD, and now we're looking forward to putting something new. We got Jay on bass now. Lee's moved from bass to guitar, so Paul Sinclair, last guitarist, quit like the day before the tour last time, so there's been some like pretty sudden changes in the last like 5 months or whatever, and we're working things out right now. And I mean, our job now has been getting sets together to go and play, so it's not so much, we're not focusing on writing as much as we should, but after this I think we're going to go back and lock ourselves in the practice space for a while and really just crank out some new tunes. I think that's the plan.
I mean, we don't make any money from this. We do it because we love to do it. So it's tough, but it's rewarding in itself, and we love to do it. We'd love to do it forever if we could. So just this. So we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep coming back and working at it.
Yeah, I mean,
10 more years.
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah.
even like